Choose.
the horn tossing the Aegis away from the hands of PSG LGD.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Yuma, unfortunately, is a pioneer of Dota 2, but none of other games. Apparently, he's not playing Pokemon Legends Arceus. I had opportunity to ask him inside the lobby.
10 seconds.
Speaking of which, Neph was playing Pokemon Legends
5
Arceus. Just
seconds.
as we're getting ready to go, I just hear these weird noises coming through his microphone. I'm like, Neph, what is that? And
Don't worry about it. Look, the server was down. There was nothing we could do. I was making the best out of a bad situation.
all right,
Look, a
Hoodwink
Tusk pick.
Interesting. I mean, this is Hoodwink off lane with the Mars, or rather, it's going to be in the off lane. It's going to be a 4-position Hoodwink. Providing break there for the Tidehunter is really sick. And then you have Tusk in the 5, which is a pretty brawl-heavy hero. It's good into the Tidehunter Mirana lane. Like, you have a lot of damage you can dish back. Kraken Shell doesn't do a whole lot against that tag team. So, I do like the pick here. It's a good save from Bane as well.
Mm-hmm. Being able to get people out of a lot of these things. I would have really liked to see an Abaddon pick, like you mentioned, but of course they realized that would have been super sick, and they ended up banning that one out. Tusk, we'll see if it can end up putting in as much work. They've got a lot of damage here from these heroes, though. I don't know how they round this draft out. You probably just want to focus on your safe lane hero having a decent lane against the Tidehunter. I feel like both your supports do a ton of damage here, so your position 1 doesn't necessarily have to carry the game super hard. It gives you a lot more options.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming they're just going to pick their safe lane here. But
Radiant's turn to ban.
Ember Spirit.
They end up taking their mid hero. They take the Ember Spirit. Against the Leshrac, it's interesting. I mean, you can dodge out the Split Earth against him, but your Flame Guard comes apart pretty quickly. And of course, Diabolic Yank being pure damage ends up going right through it. If you try to run him down, a lot of time you'll be at a disadvantage against the Leshrac.
The Sleight of Fist spam is pretty good against Leshrac. Like, you can actually absorb a lot of just the lightning spam in lane with just the Flame Guard, but you can do a decent amount of damage back with that Sleight of Fist. So it actually ends up not being a terrible matchup, but like you said, Leshrac still feels pretty good into most of the spirits.
Yep. I'd say the Void Spirit is like I guess the biggest exception because he's so good at closing the gap and getting in and out of the fights while doing a lot of damage. Morphling banned out. I guess they're concerned about. I mean, there's a ton of really good abilities to steal. You turn to any of these heroes, you're in pretty good shape. They get rid of the Bloodseeker as well. I mean, Bloodseeker is pretty good against the Leshrac.
Yeah, hero that wants to be mobile.
Does he just own though? There's no way they pick an anti-mage here, right?
It's really good against Monkey King specifically. From what I'm looking at, like Monkey King would be a great pick for them. And
okay, that's a hero that was banned out 2 games in a row now.
Yeah. You get ruptured, and then suddenly you're like, all right, well, if I tree dance, I die. And there's been a lot of times where I've seen like someone get ruptured like mid tree dance, and you just like see the Monkey King fly across the stream and then die, like as it's mid air on its way to this tree. It's very funny. Gyrocopter ban. All right, that's pretty good.
The Gyrocopter and the Medusa. Now, these are 2 heroes that have AoE clear, which would lead me to believe that they're picking up an illusion hero, but they're playing it into a Leshrac. So
I think they're just both really good in the Tidehunter lane, because like like Tidehunter Mirana doesn't really apply pressure to the Medusa, so she gets kind of like a free lane to farm. And then Gyrocopter is the exact opposite, where he just kills the Tidehunter lane.
Yeah.
So I think they're just they know it wants to be like a ranged carry paired up with the Tusk here.
All right, you're certain it's going to be a ranged carry?
That'd make the most sense. Luna's banned, Gyro's banned, Medusa is banned.
There's Drowring. Oh, yeah. Wasn't the range carry at all. In fact, it is a hero we have not seen in a very long time.
Chaos Knight's pretty sick here. It's a very strong lane.
Do you know that Chaos Knight has been on my all-hero challenge for the last, 5 years?
I don't know what mine is. It might be Broodmother, honestly.
10 seconds.
I have no idea. I have not once in my life, intentionally tried to do something on the all-hero challenge.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done it either. Just, I think whenever I click my profile, yeah, it says all hero challenge progress 3 out of 122, and it's been like this for the last 4 or 5 years.
That's a lot lower than mine is. Nice. I think mine's at
Just
6.
went to Chaos Knight. I do not enjoy the hero.
I thought you would enjoy chaos, as you are kind of an agent of it.
This is true. I can't believe you guys have kept inviting me to play Werewolf with you.
Oh my god.
I think you truly win these social manipulation games when you literally become the Joker.
Dude, those were some of the most insufferable games of Werewolf I have ever played, and I'm sure everyone there can say the same. Clink's last pick. Very nice. We get our treated to our own little Lu-Bu Chaos Knight here. I really want this set, but I do not want to dump that much money into it.
Interesting pickup here, though, going for the Clinks. People have barely been running this hero. I think we've seen it maybe like once or twice since the significant nerfs to it. It still feels pretty powerful when he pops off. It's got decent ways of clearing out illusions. They did struggle with that. Most of the ranged heroes were banned. It's something that you didn't even think of when you were talking about ranged heroes, but against the CK, that Burning Barrage does make a lot of sense when you pair it up with a Maelstrom.
Yeah, it does. It is a little bit strange, just because, like you said, it's just a little like off meta. Like we don't see it all that often. But the thing is, it is a surprisingly tanky carry. And when you're playing into heroes like Leshrac and Chaos Knight, you need to be somewhat survivable. And he's a hero that is, he, I believe, can get, he has magic resistance when he's in his skeleton walk, right? Which is really useful against Leshrac.
Wait, does he?
I think so, doesn't he?
No.
Maybe it's the shard. I know there's something that makes him tankier once he's in skeleton walk.
Oh my god. Have I not known how Clinks has played for the last many years?
Time to click Clink's moment of truth.
No, you're insane. You made that up.
Oh man.
You made that up.
Maybe I've just been. No, dude, I'm thinking Bounty Hunter's shard. He gets like damage reduction while in his shard or while invis. Also, it's a part of Aghanim's Labyrinth, I think. I've been playing a lot of that recently.
Oh god, thank god I know how this game works, so
Aghanim's Labyrinth is really the only thing that keeps me in Dota at the moment.
I mean, Aghanim's Labyrinth is beautiful. I need to finish Apex Mage. I still haven't gotten around to doing that. Apex Mage is the last one, right?
Yeah, Apex Mage is the last one. Did I tell you we had it absolutely beaten and then the server crashed twice?
Really?
Yep. We had the last boss at like 10% HP and the
Do you
server
ever replay to prove it?
No, because the game doesn't exist.
That's weird. I don't believe you then.
Yeah, I do have people that can vouch for me. They were there. He crashed the server and he blames himself.
Who was it?
My friend Killanoob.
Yeah, I don't believe that's a real person.
Okay, of course you don't. You only believe in 2D anime characters.
True. Crazy how you'd have to make up a story about Aghanim's Labyrinth to sound cool. All right. We're back. We're ready to go.
Nothing like the typical starting game pause. We've all known.
I think they were actually having issues this time.
Yeah. That's what they like.
Last time they disconnected in the base. I think they just wanted like another 5 minutes to stall things out, but looks like we're good to go.
Yeah, Lu-Bu Chaos Knight is pretty freaking cool.
Yeah. So for anybody who wants to know, I feel like I didn't bring this up during the draft. Both these games will be played on US East. It defaults to that because there is a European player inside the game.
And that it would be in the form of Yuma for the side of Hokori, who's playing the safe lane Clinks.
Yep. So nobody gets to have a low ping in this game. I think every single player. I think lowest ping here is like 98.
Who is it?
Actually, Ganks is actually 89. That's an impressive routing. Right there.
Ganks standing in from G Pride.
Yeah, everyone's at like 100 ping for this game.
Ooh, Yuma sniped the rune at the enemy triangle. Gonna take a little bit of damage here for that one, but not too much.
It's it being a 3-for-1. He tries to high five them. They're having absolutely no part of this. Will Gardic at least have? No, he left him hanging.
Unlucky.
Very unfortunate.
He didn't make it to his tower in time. If he made it in the tower would have high-fived him at least.
Yeah. All right, now they've gone Gods of Buke and tag team. You can crit off of the tag team damage, by the way. So you can pump damage to these heroes very quickly. We'll see if Yuma rasses them back out of the lane. It's easy to play the double melee against the double ranged here. Bane and Clinks are a real nuisance to deal with.
This like safe lane hoodwink Chaos Knight I feel like is going to be very weak into this Tidehunter.
Disagree. I think they have tons of kill potential.
Alright, we'll see. One of those things that like Chaos Knight, the first few levels is a little bit weak, but maybe once he has like a little bit more than that, he'll be pretty strong.
I think he's a pretty strong hero. Super high base damage. He's got a good stun. He's got pullback and armor reduction from Reality Rift.
No, I'm not doubting that. I'm just saying I don't know if they have kill potential on the Tidehunter, but instead they just kill Marana. That'll do it. You get level 2, you get the Reality Rift, and that's more than enough damage.
Yeah. These two do a lot of damage, and without the lead, you just end up melting these heroes. No escapability. So. Make quick work of her. Tidehunter, he'll survive for now, up until you get, I think, level 3 on the Chaos Knight. I'll agree with you on that one. But yeah, like, abilities that do a lot of damage between these two heroes.
Yeah, he's doing very well here on the Chaos Knight.
Yeah.
8-0. Speaking of doing really well, though, look at Leshrac mid. He's getting dove by Guts here on the Ember Spirit. He's going to try and go for this. Does have a Fairy Fire to work with, but oh my gosh, he ran the numbers and then an offensive tip. Oh boy.
And of course, Human is being a good sport. I think he's been doing a good job. The pause comes out all right. Purely coincidental. This isn't the BM pause at all. Even if he's dropping the come on, you guys, you can't do that.
For those of you who don't know, Guts is previously known as Mr. Jeans, a very well-known mid laner from South America. He's been playing on Hokori for a little bit, but some of you are like, maybe not aware with the name change there.
I'm sorry, name change on who?
Guts, that's Mr. Jeans himself.
Oh, yeah.
Some people may not know about that.
Yeah, you just did that before we were shipped off to cast other regions.
All you have to do.
I think he went under Guts for the last Pro Series.
Yeah, he did. And he, of course, he's got the Berserk avatar.
Does he really?
Oh, no, never mind. He's got Henry Cavill from The Witcher.
Oh, great series. I'm sure you don't watch it, though, because it's not animated.
I watched the first one. I haven't gotten around to watching the second one yet. I pumped a lot of hours into The Witcher 3.
Season 2 is better than Season 1. It's one of those few scenarios where like you got like a really good improvement on the series in pretty much every single way. And Season 2 is solid. It's very good. Anyone who disagrees is definitely wrong.
Well, make sure to check it out after our 100% Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Dude, you know that game was made for an N64, right?
Ooh, Vitaly dropping very low, pull back, but
he does end up falling. Okay. Well, I look very silly now.
I mean, we said that when Chaos Knight hit level 3, he would end up finding kills off of the Tidehunter, so...
This is true, I did say that.
Almost goes down.
Oh, nice juke there, Genic. Trying to take down this Hoodwink. Beautiful snipe on the arrow, too. Okay, this guy's got some schmoves.
Yeah. Impressive. I mean, this is why they got the guy to stand in, right?
Dodge one, skill shot, kill the other.
Yeah, I feel like all of G-Pride's players, like Tao, Genic now, are like the official stand-ins for so many teams.
Dude, yeah, Tao has done a lot of standing in the last few tournaments, or just in general. Tally bottom lane, once again, they're trying to make the play here with the Chaos Knight and the Hoodwink. Kraken Shell does have a very high threshold right now, so it doesn't do quite enough to remove these like big stuns.
Tidehunter's all HP and armor, 2 gaunts of strength, chainmail, and ring of protection. So it's difficult to bring him down, but they have a lot of space to run So I guess run him down into his tower.
I actually really
So
like
he's gotta be
Dad's
careful
build
that
here.
reason.
He's just picking up more and more strength items, like early on the soul ring, the quick belt of strength. He's going to turn that into treads, and then eventually the armlet.
Yep.
A lot of people would rush the armlet, like that early Helm of Ironwill in heroes like Wraith King, but that's because Wraith King needs it, right? He's such a weak lane hero until he has it.
Yeah, he starts with 2 base armor. He's got almost nothing, so armor's super important. Here, not as much.
Man, I really like Hoodwink. I haven't played this hero enough. Granted, I haven't played a lot of Dota. Arctic top lane in some trouble, being ran down here by the Mars and the Tusk. Only a few more auto attacks. They should grab him. They do. Goes away Pamploma here. Well done.
That's my seal of approval.
Unfortunately, Klink's farming away while you try to run that hero down. He's sitting second on the net worth right now, near the top of the CS charts.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well. Mars is not that bad either, though. He's having a great game. Mariano, though, so it is expected. This guy is a absolute unit of a gamer. Oh my gosh, the toggle. You saw that, right?
Yeah, I mean, good Hoodwink good Mars players will just spam this every time you try to go in for a last hit. It is super annoying to deal with and should not exist. But
It's hilarious.
people don't do it enough for it to be considered a big issue.
Ooh, off the mark on the arrow bottom. They try to make a play here onto the Chaos Knight using that Gush setup, but Dad just too good, too aware of what they were trying to go for.
Yep. Yeah, I feel like if it started getting done a little bit more in the laning phase, it will end up getting nerfed.
And Loma able to steal the regen. Very nice. And now they're going to turn their attention over to Bane. Split Earth connects. Beautiful charge block. And Diabolic Edict with a couple auto attacks there from the Tusk. He grabs himself his second kill out of the game. And it's looking pretty good to start the side of Infinity. 4-2, but net worth pretty much dead even.
Would be nice if PP managed to grab that regen rune, but no, they had to take it there on the Tusk. Bottom
Chaos
lane.
Knight falling low, but TP in from the Hoodwink, so it's going to push them back. He's going to maybe scout for the Mirana, but Genek making a good decision to go the other way. He had a ward giving him all that info, so he's going to be just fine.
Yeah. Difficult to get your hands onto this Mirana. I think he's going to TP up from behind the tree. He might throw an arrow first and then
I'm
TP.
not opposed to taking the occasional dainty.
Come on, with the arrow. Maybe he's just waiting back here for somebody to show. Maybe the Chaos Knight. If he can catch him out when he's like trying to clear a camp, maybe the small one, he'll throw the arrow from like over here, catch him out, and then Tidehunter will finish him off.
He does have vision of him at the moment, so
Yeah, if he's gonna
knows.
go for it, needs to do it now.
he's also kind of looking for couriers, I think. But for the most part, Tidehunter's just free farming the lane. So like this isn't that bad at the end of the day. Like Tide getting a decent start, he is gonna. Okay, Genek is actually just dragging the wave.
I think this is unintentional. I think he thought it was time to go, and he ends up showing, but yeah, he's able to get out. He's got 3 lead charges as well, so even if he ends up throwing off the Chaos Bolt onto him, he's never actually going to connect with an auto attack. It's just a level 1 Chaos Bolt.
Yeah, top lane, both supports for the side of Infinity. Been up here for a little bit. They do scan out Yuma, who is up inside his own jungle, but he's
Yuma's
pretty
having
tanky.
such a good
Oh,
game.
actually, Death Pact just expired, so this is the best possible time to gank this Klinks. 8
You
seconds for
have
the next
a
Death Pact.
6-second window.
Goes invis, does connects, and beautiful window, like you said. Hitting him right when they need to. Spear ends up securing the kill. That was weird.
Huh?
People say I talk too much.
That's a question mark for sure.
You just spear through.
Yeah, mid lane.
Yeah, nice arrow. Does come out, but PP has an invis. Still very tanky, so he's going to be able to get out. So you can spear heroes through the ice shards?
No, if you connect to something, you're supposed to... I mean, you get connected to cogs and whatnot. You should definitely get connected to shards. I don't know why he didn't.
So I know in the past there was a single like pixel area on shards that didn't fully go through. And like heroes like Naga Siren could actually just walk their heroes through it.
To their top
Because she had like such a small
Oh yeah,
hero
she has
model.
a small collision size.
And so I wonder if that's like something similar with Klinks, where he just like happened to be in this one area that you can go through. Oh, Mariano does not connect to the spear in time. God's able to get out of there.
Yeah, that must have been it.
Against attack.
it's not actually like all unpathable terrain. It's like a bunch of chunks. It's ice shards, not just ice wall.
Despite the cosmetic being an actual ice wall, since he has the penguin
Oh yeah.
immortal. Makes a little half igloo.
Little hope for Radiant's middle tower.
That makes it look like a wall. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
To their top tower.
Back on topic though. Enough about spears going through walls. They end up taking the top tower on PP. They're gonna set their eyes towards the mid lane next. Already hoodwink TPing in here. Gets himself his level 6. So now we're online. All of our supports do a bunch of damage, and once Pamplona's got this tome, knowledge, has Walrus Punch, it's gonna be super easy for them to set up kills.
Yeah, absolutely. Lane DD rune. Ganks just gonna take it. Now they're gonna grab a nice Searing Chains onto this hoodwink. Beautiful spear to follow it up, and then comes the sharpshooter as well as the damage from the tusk. They find the kill, but a 1-for-1 trade.
To their bottom tower.
You're happy to take that and get down the Ember Spirit. But Clinks now has his Maelstrom completed. 10 minutes into the game, he was going to start farming super fast, already clearing out the Ancient City stack for himself. Well,
Oh,
Mirana stack
nice
for him.
arrow tank there by PP. He saw the Mirana moving up because he was going to try and snipe the catapult, and PP like intentionally tanks the arrow so that this catapult can do the damage to the tower. And Ganks making the wrap around to the other side, being like, all right, I'm going to get it this time. I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
Middle tower.
In fact, he's not even going to go for it. He realized the tower's just going to finish it off himself. He's going to hold the mana. He is sitting pretty low at the moment anyways.
Decent amount of damage done, though.
Now
We
moving
haven't really
through the
talked
jump.
about the side lane. Tali is back down here on this Tidehunter, just kind of farming up.
Yeah.
Doing pretty dang well, but the only hero that's kind of struggling is going to be Guts here on this Ember Spirit.
Speaking of, he just missed it. Slight chains.
I watched Gunner actually explain the Slight Chains combo, because the way it works is you actually don't want to like instantly press the Searing Chains, especially if you know you're going to be casting on a hero that's out of vision. Like if they're in fog or something, because the way like the vision will work is the server tick after like the vision is granted is the one that you can actually hit the Searing Chain on. So you have to like wait like a slight moment, and then it Searing Chains them when they're in fog as well.
Let's see what you did there. Slight moment. It was good.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah. Clever wordplay, buddy. It's
Practicing
Alley.
for
I mean,
the
he's got Ravage.
dad face in my life I'm never gonna have, but yeah, big Ravage there sets up Arena. Not gonna do a whole lot. You're trapped in there with them. Instead, 2 kills go their way. The sharpshooter nearly finishing off Vitali, but
Yeah.
not
You just
gonna
don't
be
have
enough.
damage if either Leshrac or Chaos Knight aren't there, so. Don't manage to finish any of those heroes off, and they turn their eyes towards the mid lane, but without Ravage available, I'm not sure they're going to be able to pressure this tower. PP instead just going to keep the wave shoved in himself, but Clinks is going to be a significant problem. Chaos Knight's keeping up with him for now, but there's no way he keeps his pace as the game goes on.
Ganks is one of those heroes that farmed incredibly fast, and
Vitali?
yeah, dad top lane trying to make the jump here on the Tidehunter. He gets the anchor smash off, but the question is, will he be able to get away? Now, big crit there from the illusion, and that is what Chaos Knight does. I was going to say, Chaos Knight doesn't farm creeps, he farms heroes. So he's always going to be a threat on the map as long as, you know, you're alone. You can just pretty much solo most heroes. Ganks gets the leap away. He's going to be fine here.
Yeah, they're picking out this tower. They really do want this. And they know that Ravage isn't available. They did have to commit the arena last time, though, so on cooldown for another 11 seconds. But I imagine Mariano, Blink Dagger just completed. He's going to make his way over to the mid lane. They're going to put some pressure on the tower with this.
That's a big one. Guts does have a haste rune, though, which is pretty big, because this does mean that even if you're slowed, your Remnant's going to go out at full speed. So it's a little bit hard to gank the Ember Spirit while he has it. But, I mean, I do worry about this Clinks. He is going to go for an early BKB, which is absolutely necessary this game. But once he has, like, his third item, which I think is just going to be IF Scotty, this hero is super scary.
Sorry,
Ganks
who,
runs
Chaos
into
Knight?
Pamplona. Gonna be able to leap away. Both charges committed. Pamplona connects with the dust. Will be slowing him down, but again, he does have another leap charge, so it's not the end of the world here, except... Oh! Very close. Nice searing chains onto 2. Able to tank off that sharpshooter as well. So Ganks still going to survive, and Vitaly, no blink dagger to chase, but you got Guts here on the Ember Spirit. Gardic just yoinks it himself. Why not?
And yeah, they managed to take down Mariano.
Mid lane tower, though, PP just commits, and he's going to get it with that Diabolic Edict. Trying to TP out, though. Guts. Oh, he misses the searing chains again.
Yeah, I tried to like chains him and then ended up. I'm not sure exactly how that one happened. I thought he was in range for sure, but I think he was just out of range when he ended up activating it. If he just walked up to him and pressed it, then he would have been fine.
He basically like
he was slightly too far away when he used the chains, and he didn't close the distance at all because he sleight of fisted. Yeah.
Well,
What
mid tower is going to be forted, and I will protect it for the moment.
Rare mistake there for Mr. Jeans. I happen to be one of the biggest Mr. Jeans fans, by the way.
I don't know who this Mr. Jeans you're talking about is. I only know Guts.
Real ones now.
Mariano with the blink dagger, like you were talking about, trying to find kills here. They are going to be able to see Ember. This is a big kill if they can grab him. Spear comes out, pins him right into the wall. Sharpshooter does come through. The damage from the Walrus Punch will finish him off. They don't even bother with the arena. That's confidence, baby.
That was very close to him getting out. The spear and the Walrus Punch stun overlapped perfectly. It actually clipped him back up on top of the hill here. And he had to walk back down around just because of where the snowball landed. There's no pathful terrain for him to land on when the snowball ended up connecting with that Ember Spirit. So he almost ends up getting away, but they do secure the kill. Quick falling blade action there by Vitaly. Man. This Leshrac is just going to melt if they get on top of him, but he's biding his time. He's finishing up his Sanjay Kaya first. I think he's going to go for his BKB not long after that. He might go Shiva's guard immediately afterwards. I feel like you have decent survivability with Sanjay Kaya Shivas.
Mid lane, wanting to push this tower once again. You've got Vitaly here, stationed up with the Ravage, ready to go. I was talking about Clinks going for like the Eye of Scotty after the BKB.
And he's going his second item, Scotty, now.
Yeah, so he's just going to go for the Eye of Scotty pretty much right away instead. He's just farming, not worried about fighting. And like I was saying, the Eye of Scotty is just so damn good this game, so not that surprised.
Being able to slow up those illusions and the Leshrac is huge.
Yeah. It also just makes this hero so tanky. Like once you have like level 3 Death Pact to full Scotty done, you just like have 4,000 health on this hero when you ult. Chasing after Genic bottom, they don't find him. Okay.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There's a lot of jungle items. Oh boy. Okay. Dragon Skill, Vambrace, Bullwhip, the Grenade. Yuma's gonna hold on to the Bullwhip. That mana regen super useful on this hero as he goes through mana so fast.
Yeah. It's, you know, essentially his farming speed. A lot of time people would go Falcon Blade on him, but it does slow down your other items.
Beautiful play top lane. They set up the spear into the sharpshooter, giving that break onto the Tidehunter, and then of course you have the Chaos Knight there. Plenty of damage followed up.
Dire's top tower is under
Does it break?
Sharpshooter? Yeah. What? Are you kidding me?
You sure?
It's supposed to.
tower is in danger.
That's what makes sharpshooter so good. I just realized it. I don't know if it's not on the tooltip or whatnot.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I thought they removed
No,
it.
yeah, dealing heavy damage, break, and slow. Yeah. That's what makes it so good into the Tidehunter.
Yeah, I thought they removed that one, but yeah, it does still apply. I thought they applied it to like talent. I'm crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. They have not changed the break mechanic on that one. Guts debating for a moment on if he was going to go in and doing a little bit of damage here with this haste rune. Great split earth though from the Leshrac. Searing Chain and one will connect into the arrow. Does connect and they grab themselves a quick fill. PP gonna chase down Genic here as an exchange and he is out.
Alright. Good lane. Leshrac's just gonna shove this one out. He's almost got his BKB completed, and I think it's the last thing he's working on. He's realized that he doesn't really have time to go for the full Kaya Sanj that he had queued up earlier. It is just going straight into the BKB after getting his Kaya completed. I think he realized, okay, Clinks' Io Scotty is like pretty much completed now. I don't think he saw him since he's completed it. but he's going to be looking to fight like right now. So Shrek realizing that he doesn't really have any time left, which is unfortunate because still like 1,000 net worth away from finishing off this BKB.
Mid lane. Oh, Mariano, he gets the pushback. There's a Fiend's Grip though, and guess what? You can't stop Burning Barrage with the arena, so Ganks will pick him up. A quick kill there, and that means go right into Roche. No arena available, no mid tower. They've got plenty of damage for this one with the newly completed Scotty.
I mean, pretty interesting mechanic there, the fact that Mars is normally a super good counter to a lot of these range heroes, but against Drow, against the Clanks who have these abilities that are physical damage that are just on the ground, shoots through arena with Burning Barrage with multi-shot.
Physical damage projectiles, right? Very cool.
Yeah.
Some would say, Ricky, it sounds like you just described an auto attack. Yeah, well.
Yeah, well, not quite.
Yeah, not quite. This one costs mana. That's why it's different.
Yeah. Double damage rune fan on the bottom of the river. Yuma is going to have the best day ever. Just needs to death pack another creep, and he is going to run a train on these Infinity heroes. Dad's not going to know what hit him. And he's still 600 gold away from his BKB as well. Now is the time for them to strike.
Yeah, I
BKB
mean,
is just a couple hundred gold off on both the Clinks. Sorry, both on the Chaos Knight and the Shrek.
dude, this Clinks just takes the top net worth position for the first time this game, and that's kind of what we expected. Like, this hero does eventually outfarm the Chaos Knight. The only thing he has to be careful is just getting caught out of position, right? Yuma, that so far this game has just played the farming game. He hasn't really spent a lot of time with his team. But now that he has an Aegis, we'll probably see that change. They're going to probably group up, play around the Tidehunter Ravage, and see what they can find. What do you got to do here if you're Infinity? Is it just play the split pushing game?
They're playing the split pushing game. They've like put Wink hiding inside the trees, trying to keep things shoved in with the acorn shot and the bushwhack. And Chaos Knight currently working on his Silver Edge, another break tool for the Tidehunter. I feel like if you can blow him up in the start of team fights, that's like the majority of their AoE control. So you can fight these heroes, but you need to somehow maneuver onto the Tidehunter and get that break off. And Sharpshooter, of course, being an amazing tool. And when they have that Silver Edge eventually on Chaos Knight, all the damage blow them up fast enough. But yeah, I think for now, just try to stall things out as much as you can. Shove in this top and bottom lane and see if you can force some of the heroes back. I think they're just going to run down the mid, though, with this DD rune. They're going to see this as a golden opportunity to try and, like, I don't know, potentially even pressure a tier 3 tower.
They could try and use this DD rune to take triangle and then top tier 1, tier 2. They're not like the most useful towers to take, but they do have fort already on Infinity. So
yeah, I mean, maybe you're right. Pushing into the high ground against the Mars is pretty dangerous. He's got a blink tag. He just skewer you further back into his team if you have anyone trying to whack away at the tower there. So maybe they'll feel more comfortable just going for the tier 1s and 2s than trying to close themselves out of net worth lead. But they definitely need a power spike right now. And Infinity is just short of theirs, a couple hundred gold off of his BKBs.
Yeah, I think you're right. They definitely want to force the objective and force Infinity to be the ones that have to defend, right? They're not going to give them a choice. Either that or you just lose your outer towers.
Yeah.
What do you think this Hoodwink's itemizing for? She's got 1,600 gold sitting on mana boots. Typically, it's like Aether Lens early, right? You disassemble for that?
Yeah.
Are the ones who wait.
Oh,
Yeah, and that's
literally
exactly what
cues
she does.
it. Okay, there it is. All right, so they are just going to head bottom on the Clinks here with the bottle DD. Not finding anyone quite yet, but...
Yeah, this will give them a little bit more time, though, having the bottle for the double damage rune.
He also doesn't have a creep to consume quite yet. Oh, never mind, there's a
I'm just
catapult.
going to catapult.
And there it is.
Easy for him.
Cues up a Daedalus after that BKB.
All right. Man is definitely looking to close out this game in the next couple of minutes here.
This hero does a lot of damage. I like the way Infinity is doing. They read this rotation perfectly. Well, I mean, they don't really read it. They see them all with these wards in the Trungle, and so they're just going to go ahead and go top, maybe try and make a trade. Yeah. Sometimes I say the wrong words or the wrong letters. Not to be confused with Trundle, which was a hero from League of Legends. So, just jungle.
I don't even know what that is. I like Trungle, though. I'm going to start calling it that.
Oh, okay. So they are just gonna go ahead and maybe force them back, or yeah, they just TP top on Lesh. Lesh cannot get to this fight for another 35 seconds, so Yuma with the DD rune is just gonna start knocking on their front door. Well, except he hasn't popped the DD quite yet. Behind the tier 2 tower top, they do find the Bane, so they get themselves 1 kill. TP's gonna start coming through Vitali here bottom. They committed sharpshooter, so he's actually quite okay. Rhino pops the DD rune, dusts it up for the moment, but running around super fast here, not too worried. So they take the tier 3 tower. They still haven't taken tier 2 down. Okay, it just goes down top lane to the Leshrac.
So they lost tier 3 there. Everybody's forced back. Arena committed. They still got Ravage available. I'm surprised they don't commit any further forward, but maybe they are worried about them just being able to blow up his Clink super fast. He didn't have a creep death pacted there, but it feels like an opportunity was kind of wasted for them to take the racks. Maybe just not super confident without the BKB. But now, without that arena, one of the huge tools they have for controlling up his Clinks and separating the team here on Hokori, they're lacking.
They smoke up his 5 here on Infinity and actually head south, but instead they're going to actually maybe catch the Hoodwink here in mid. Oh, maybe go for the wraparound. They find Guts, nice dodge, pops the BKB, goes in, tries to just take a lot of damage out onto this Mars. Dad on this Chaos Knight trying to find someone, but there's the Ravage, connects onto 3. They lose the Mars, they lose the Leshrac. Vitali here, chopped down by the Chaos Knight. No, he survived. No, finally ends up going down there to the Illusions, but the main one trying to make his way back into the base, but you got a Clinks with a Scotty on top of you. It's not an easy escape, and there's the Yules. No arrow quite yet. Forces the BKB, goes for the leap out, but a Fiend's Grip right away from the Bane. They drop the banner in his face. 5 heroes dead on the side of Infinity.
Yeah, waiting on that Fiend's Grip for a while. He's hoping he would pop that BKB, and he did. They're not finishing off this tower, though. Instead, they're going for the bottom lane. They want to be able to get this racks. I think they could have been able to do that in the mid lane, but they don't want to waste any time. These respawns are coming up pretty quickly here. 10 seconds without the Leshrac, and they figure they can get a racks without this. They rush it.
I think they can still do it. They have Aegis on the Clinks. He's got a BKB. I think it is still somewhat doable. Okay, it's not. They will back out, meaning they missed their opportunity on the mid lane tier 2, and they're still not going to get the bottom lane of barracks.
Yeah. Ran out of mana there, no death pact available, and he was just like burning everything on the Searing arrows. Alright. I mean, definite net worth advantage after this one, but it doesn't look like you're going to get much use out of this Aegis. Another 50 seconds with it, and Clink doesn't have any mana, so he's not feeling confident enough to push.
Invisibility.
Yeah, he's just going to wait out the Aegis timer at this point and use that for regen.
I'm surprised he hasn't gone for the Aghanim Shard.
It is very
I remember
good.
we talked to Sammy Boy about this one. He really likes the Aghanim Shard on the hero.
It is very good. And Sammy was like someone who loved playing his Clinks, and yeah, the main reason being is you always have a decently high health target to Death Pact. That's like one of the big things.
Then he became a support player.
Yes, this is true.
Absolutely disgusting.
Aren't you a support player?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Just double checking.
Yeah. All right. Just about has the Chrysalis gold. So, yeah, is going to commit for that Daedalus immediately after he's... Wait. Okay, no. I thought he completed like the rest of the Daedalus and he's just waiting on the Chrysalis now. But that's not the case. He's going to go for the Chrysalis first. Like that would be very backwards and insane. Sanjay Kaya finally completed on the Leshrac. He's got a Blink Dare keyed up next, so I guess he's just worried about being able to get on top of Clinks in these team fights, but he still has his 9-second BKB. He is not worried about the Leshrac, man.
Yeah, not at all.
I'm not sure he's worried about anything.
No, I don't think so either. 3,100 HP here on the Clinks. 200 or 300 damage. He's pretty good.
This is before his Chrysalis, by the way. He's going to have even more in just a moment here.
Really?
About to hit his level 20 as well. Extra burning barrage arrows.
So Chaos Knight
Sometimes
does
people
have level 3 Phantasm, so this extra illusion is a lot of damage. But you do have decent illusion clear in the form of Clinks and Ember Spirit, and that's one of those things that makes this Clinks pick so good.
Yeah. I'm wondering what he gets at his level 20 talent. I know a lot of people do value the extra attack range on Clinks because it makes your burning barrage go further, but I think 50% increased arrows fired is too ridiculous to pass up.
You always go the Burning Barrage arrows because it doesn't increase the duration of the channel time. It keeps it same. You just fire 9 arrows instead of 6.
Very neat.
So,
There's some heavy DPS increase.
It's basically just like a 50%
DPS increase, yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Mariano, I guess he's just waiting for somebody to show up. He knows he's not going to be able to get Yuma, even like best case scenario, so he'll hang around for a little while, but maybe he'll like dodge Rebuke, spear the creep wave and then get back. Even that's kind of dangerous though. Mariano's a Chad though, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing really well. Like, he knows it's like very difficult for them to like find that kill anyway, so just gets the cut there, and it looks like Yuma will go ahead and go back for the shard at this point, which, okay, he went the attack range talent. Interesting. Looks like he values the, I mean, attack range is still very good. It's not necessarily for the Burning Barrage range, I think, as much as it's just like you can attack from further away. Heals into Arrow. Arrow actually off the mark. Mariano gets the stun there onto Yuma. Can they actually chain stun him down? No, he gets the BKB off, and he's just going to walk out of that arena, maybe considering going back in, but Mars making that a little bit too difficult. So you lose the Bane, you lose the Hoodwink, still have Ravage available if they want to try and turn this around on the side of Hokori and Tusk. May have blinked a little bit too far forward there.
Yeah, Vitaly did think that his blink on top of Mariano there, but it's slightly off, so he ends up canceling his Ravage in the middle of pumping it.
Tower is under attack.
But there's a pretty sick arena originally there by Mariano. The angle that he dropped that one at stopped Clicks from being able to do anything, and Tusk was playing around with that one a little bit. But they do end up taking a 2-for-1 trade in the end, so definitely goes the way of Hokori. I mean, eventually I think Chaos Knight is going to be too much for the Clinks to deal with, especially if you get on top of him. But for now, he's just so much more farmed on this Clinks. He's now got the shard queued up.
They're looking for Mariano. They know he's here somewhere. He's gonna find him. Does he get the blink off in time? Not quite. Forced to BKB and TP out.
Yeah. Imagine 9-second BKB, unfortunately, but otherwise you just end up going down there, and you can't afford to drop. Right, what are we working on now? Blink Dagger almost has the money forward on the left hack. It'll make it much easier for him to jump the back line. I mean, I guess it's not just the Clinks you're getting on top of. If you get on top of the Bane, if you just like pop your BKB and jump him, if he Fiend's Grip you, he just dies because he's getting hit by the Diabolic. He was in the Pulse Nova. So you're a real nuisance for a number of ways. So I do like the Blink Dagger pickup here.
Yeah. Ooh, psychic hit there.
Yeah. That's a pretty good find for the Bane. He's going to switch that one over. Get himself a little bit more cast range.
Double damage empowers me.
So if you're Infinity here, how do you take these fights? Because it looks like it's getting difficult. Like, I don't know if you're going to be able to ever blow up this Clinks once he has like a couple more items. But maybe the Chaos Knight's enough.
The Chaos Knight's going to be able to out-damage him as the game goes on. You just need to be able to kill the Clinks' teammates first and like not lose too much to him while you do that. Definitely have to be careful with his positioning. I think Tusk maybe stalls the team fight out, stalls the Clinks out in the team fights.
Got it.
While CK and Leshak pull up the rest of the team, and then you go in for the Clinks afterwards. But going in for the Clinks when you initiate just like sets up a super sick Ravage for the Tidehunter, then you're going to get Burning Barrage down when that happens. Your entire team will just die, so it's got to be the Clinks' teammates you kill first.
Yeah.
Clinks actually does have enough for his Aghanim Shard, almost enough for Aghanim Shard plus Dragonlance, but he's not going for either just yet. I guess he's saving for buyback. Is worried about just dying. But their Network Fleet not really increasing that much. They're going to smoke and look for something here, but they're going to go right into the 5-man of Hokori, and if Tidehunter is here, they easily lose this team fight.
Well, both teams know Roche is up. The question is, do they know that Hokori have already made their way into the pit? They have a decoy making its way over. They know it's not real. The smoke's not going to pop, but Guts goes in, catches the rest of them. Pamplona forced to instantly pop that snowball. Top side of the fight, Dad able to grab the kill here onto the Murano with the help of the Mars. Mariano forced to back on out, but I mean, Chaos Knight All of his illusions are dead. They just got melted by Ember Spirit as well as the Clinks, and Fiend's Grip from the high ground. Bane not gonna be able to interrupt it, and boy, is that a big kill. Blink in from the backside, Leshrac finds kill, but a sharpshooter grabs the Ember Spirit as well, so it ends up being a 3 for 3. Honestly, not that bad considering the situation.
Yeah, that fight started off awful for them. Chaos Knight's illusions just died instantly, like you mentioned. There was nothing they were able to do about that one. Fiend's Grip ended up getting channeled for almost a full duration as well. Mariano tried to drop a wall on top of him, but unfortunately just a pushback from the Arena of Blood. It doesn't end up applying a hard disable onto the Bane. So Fiend's Grip ended up taking down that Chaos Knight there. Leshrac definitely salvaged that team fight though.
Oh, well, Leshrac not gonna be able to salvage much more now that he's dead. Goes in, tries to contest the Roche, but Klink's just doing way too much damage. Helps find that kill. Klinks is sitting on a lot of money right now.
He is. They're not able to finish off Roshan though.
Yeah, this Hoodwink
these heroes
very
back up.
annoying. Just
Yeah,
constantly
17
throwing decoys.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
This thing is absolutely ridiculous. It keeps landing onto them as well. Yuma's gonna try to go in now. I mean, they've got 5 seconds until the Chaos Knight responds. Tier 2 tower is still standing in the top lane, so we can get there reasonably quickly, but I think they're gonna be able to stall this one out.
Yeah, looks so. Mariano goes in, pops BKB, but they get the Aegis and the Shard there onto Yuma. He's gonna try and walk away here, drops the Arena Arrow, not gonna connect. Burning Barrage doesn't connect either. But backside of the fight, it's gonna be Dad on the Chaos Knight as he grabs Guts on that Ember Spirit so dang fast. Vitali gonna go down second. Triple kill for the Chaos Knight. About to make it a 4th. He's just looking for the Mirana if he can get his hands on her, and he absolutely does. And this is Chaos Knight.
Yuma, can he get away from this one? I don't think he's gonna be able to land a bushwhack now. Klinks is just way too fast. Dad?
He's invis, he's looking, but
Yeah, he's trying to find him, but he ends up making it away. But Wing doing his best to control the Chaos Knight. He's trying to leave that team fight, but not end up grabbing him. But they turned that one around. They did end up getting the Aegis. Roche kill to go the way of Infinity, so XP and gold. Them.
yeah, a lot of damage being dealt from the Chaos Knight in that fight. And that's what we were talking about. If you can't control him up and take down his illusions early, this hero just snowballs fights so fast. Just he jumps from one to the next with Reality Rift. He has the Reality Rift pierces spell immunity now, so really good talent.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I wonder what's gonna get 25. Probably the crit chance.
Yeah, I think
We'll see.
most people take the crit chance. It's so much damage.
Yeah. The other one's nice too. The 10 seconds on your Phantasm, but a lot of the time his Phantasm is just ends up melting the AoE damage, the Tide Hunter, Clinks, and the Ember.
Yeah. All right, it looks like Klinks just bought out a Gleipnir, finishing up that item from his Maelstrom, and then is now going back for the Daedalus. So a little bit of control to help deal with the Chaos Knight potentially, holding those illusions as well as the hero in place, and he buys out the Daedalus as well. So Yuma just on a massive power spike now after that one.
Dire are
Yeah.
scanning.
Gotta say, Hoodwink is putting in work this game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. She's done, I mean, she literally single-handedly delayed Roche for like a minute.
Yeah. These decoys are absolutely insane. I think they come out too fast. Like, you just can't dodge them.
Just smoke up, run right by the Chaos Knight illusions and up onto the high ground. Yuma gonna find the Chaos Knight. He goes invis, but they got him with the Gleipnir, of course, the BKB. Can he get taken down in time? No. Will survive. Yules from Genic. Doesn't have arrow to find Pamplona, but they got a Fiend's Grip onto Leshrac instead, and Hoodwink caught as well on the backside, looking for more Pamplona. He's got a snowball just to delay this one as much as possible. Can he get the blink out? He does not, and instead ends up being 3 kills and a lost gem for the side of Hokori.
Yeah, the only saving grace is the fact that all these lanes are pushed in at the moment. Klinks realized that the bottom one is a little bit further out than the others. Yeah, I think he was trying to go shove that lane, but Klinks is already on it, and he gets back, realizing that would be a little bit too dangerous. So they will have Hoodwink back up. I think that, yeah, in fact, they'll have Tusk back up around the same time the wave reaches the base. And they've got Fortify to work with as well, so they'll almost have the Leshrac. So they're not going to be able to get too much out of this one, unfortunately. Despite they won that team fight on their side of the map.
Mario's been doing such a good job at cutting waves. It is ridiculous. They do have Chaos Knight's courier at the enemy secret shot there, as he is very close to getting himself a Eye of Scotty, but oh my gosh, he's got the split shot talent. All right. I typically expect Death Pact like damage and health, but why not?
Split shot is pretty crazy. Chaos Knight. Is he gonna be Eye of Scotty yet? He does.
Well, Gleipnir connects once again. He's got to be forced to BKB and TP home. Damage once again will not finish him off, but now the second time that this has happened, mid lane tier 2 tower taking a lot of damage here. Okay, Yannick, careful.
The Eye of Scotty is completed now. Clinks is not gonna be able to get away from this Chaos Knight once he gets on top of him.
Yeah.
He does not have enough movement speed for it.
I mean, he might once you go skeleton walk.
60%. It'll be close. Chaos Knight is barely fast here. 400 and well, he's smoked up, so he's 451.
I just
But
sitting
it's
here.
50% slow.
I was like, how does Yuma get all his mana back? He needs it bad, and he just sends himself 6 mangoes. Smoke pops
That'll
here
do
from Yuma. Who does he find? An immediate kill there onto that Mirana, but they manage to find clicks, but a big Ravage comes through from Vitali. Can they actually bring down the Chaos Knight? He's being saved by the arena as none of those attacks were connecting.
Five,
Age is expiring.
4,
3 seconds. He goes down just in time, and now gonna respawn with all of his health and mana to work with. They managed to find the shackle for the moment onto the Clinks. The question is, can they bring him down a second time? He's still got the BKB, but Feature comes out. He gets bursted. What a play by Mariano to find the Clinks there. Yeah. And now he's got to find a way out on Gardic.
Invisible.
I'm not sure. I think he's gonna pay for this one.
Yeah,
He's
Dad
on the
is
case,
hungry.
yeah.
He is up on the high ground. Quick 3 auto attacks to find the kill.
And he just ends up melting. This will put Dad to level 25. But that spear back onto the Clinks, ended up securing that kill. And you didn't manage to get the BKB off there on the Clinks, but I didn't think he. I mean, it was an absolute psychopath move there by Mariano, jumping forward through that spear back into his team. And thankfully, Phantasm coming up at the exact same time, so he's able to do enough damage to burst this guy down. Otherwise, that fight just goes the other way. Clink gets his BKB off and gets a couple of Burning Barrage attacks. Chaos Knight just melts to that.
Yeah, that was a really sick play. And Clinks, you know, if he doesn't get his BKB off, like you said, Chaos Knight does a lot of damage. Going to be able to out-damage him in the late game if he stands still. And he does have the Chaos Strike crit chance. So that 43.33% crit, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be one of the highest percentage hero crits, right? With the talent, 40 is
With
anything,
the talent, it is.
Is there anything else that even comes close to 43%?
God.
Juggernauts, in
Nuts.
my opinion, would probably be the next closest, right? But I don't remember what his chance is.
35.
Yeah.
I think Spirit Breakers is pretty high with the talent.
Spear Pricker has crit chance? Oh, you mean his bash chance?
A bash chance, yeah.
Shadows.
I mean, that's only 27% actually.
No, doesn't it go 17 and 17? Or is it not?
You're 17 and 10.
Oh, okay.
I ended up producing it a little bit. I think that is just about the highest.
All right, Yuma, after that death, queues up a Assault Cuirass, realizing, okay, I can't afford to die to this guy. I need armor. Chaos Knight does a lot of armor reduction.
Lycan.
Oh,
40%
Lycan's crit. Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot
But
about,
it's not,
I forgot about
not such a
Shapeshift
high
having a
number of crit. Yeah. All right. Pressure Orb being worked on right now by Vitali. Once he's got this one completed, the game gets a lot harder again. I think they need to close this one out in the next couple of minutes. On Infinity. I mean, they feel a lot stronger all of a sudden. This next Roche, before he gets the Refresher Shard, the Refresher Orb on the Titan, this one is going to mean a lot.
It's coming up very fast. Quick respawn, about 30 seconds, so... see what they can do. Both teams definitely going to keep their eyes on it for sure. Hoodwink doing her special run decoy into Roche Pit. throw acorn shots as well. Very annoying.
I don't think I've seen decoy be as effective as it has been this game.
Dude, this ability is so good. Like, it's so underrated.
Shadows, take us.
When Mirana ultimate comes out, Roche has respawned. One of the teams are gonna have to look into the pit and scout this one out.
Top lane?
What?
Wow. Okay, Yuma. Just guesses. Finds her with the Gleipnir.
How did you scout that one out?
I mean,
This is a 100% guess.
I think so. Unless they saw her like clear the wave with like an acorn shot or something, but the wave's pretty much completed, so I don't know. They actually see Roche. Ganks counts it, and it's got an Aghanim Scepter, so that's a pretty big one. I mean, you give this to the Clinks, right, if he gets it?
I'd leave that dying
You give this to a couple of heroes.
It's good on a lot of them. Smoke up right away from Infinity. The Roshan falling fast, but is it fast enough? Ember gonna try and break as much of these smokes as possible. BKB comes out from Yumi. He grabs everything. He's got the Aegis, he's got the G's, he's got the Aghanim Scepter, and he's gonna turn around a big Ravage from Vitali. Only gonna catch BP there on that Leshrac, but he gets the force tap out. Mariano not gonna be as lucky, but Dad comes in. He's just getting shredded. The multi-shot from these Clinks is way too much. The Illusion's instantly dead, and the Chaos Knight will follow. Tusk hiding in the pit. Gleipnir comes out, triple kill from the Clinks, and those are some quick fingers from the Clinks to pick up all of those. And
Yeah, he's got absolutely everything.
best possible time to get that burning barrage.
Yeah. That team fight, the damage you did in that team fight was just way too much. You melted there again on the Chaos Knight there. I wanted to see the team fight summary there, but I think I missed it as it came up.
At almost
Clinks is absolutely
10,000 damage from
destroying them.
Clinks. The enemy team did 11,100.
Radiant's top tower
Yeah.
has fallen.
I mean, they just came into the pit a little bit too slow. If you could stop him from being able to like grab that cheese and pop his burning army, you do great. But Yuma, he was just so much faster than everybody else there.
He was so quick on the BKB as well. Like, as soon as that Mars blinked in, Mariano went for the Arena Spear, but Clinks quick with the BKB, picks up all of the Roche items, and yeah, it was just perfectly done from him. Blinking from PB, gets the stun onto the Clinks. Walrus Punch will take him down, so he does have reincarnation. See if they can actually take him down a second time. The BKB does come through. He's doing a lot, pulled back in by the Chaos Knight. The BKB protecting him, though. Trying to walk away.
Dust?
Dad, does he get the vision? A Yules from Ganks will make it out, and Guts now protected by the Aeon Disc. Remnants on home, and oh
They
man,
needed that kill on the Clinks there. Without that kill, I'm not sure they can threaten them again.
you
And
buy
now with
back
only
two
one,
heroes. You die back on Tusk.
yeah, with only one tier 3 standing, one set of racks left. They're going to be able to clear this one out. The Fresher Orb now completed on the Titan. I think they're just going to go back in. They could wait 30 seconds for Ravage to come back up, or they could just look to end it now. They know they don't have Phantasm available for the next little bit as well.
I mean, they have no buybacks on anybody at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, smoke pops. They're gonna find us Leshrac, but they also see Mars on the backside. Lesh instantly dead, and Hoodwink trying her best to make it away, but Guts just able to chase so much with these Ember remnants. Mariano, just protects him from the Fiend Script for the moment, but still definitely gonna go down here as he is all alone. 4 heroes dead, and Hokori looking like they want to close out game number 1 here. There's no buybacks like we are talking about. Chaos Knight, the only remaining hero. Boy, does that barracks melt so fast. There's the GG. They grab themselves game 1 battalion, lets it rip on the Ravage. And a second one for good measure. Why not? Have some fun with it.
Infinity ended up just coming apart there. Way too much team fight damage from this Clinks ended up coming out. There were tons of control as well, but definitely that fight inside the Roche pit, Yuma just way faster than everybody else. That burning army in that cheese. They weren't able to bring this guy down twice. They had like these single stuns to deal with them, but too many lives there, too much for them to deal with.
Yeah, that was so sick.
Yeah.
40,000
I
net
mean-
worth. A little bit inflated, obviously, because of the Roshan's Aghanim Scepter, but still, I mean, Yuma had an incredible game.
Yeah. It does suck though. I mean, this Chaos Knight, it felt like his Phantom Delusions barely had the chance to shine in these team fights. He just had so much AoE clear for it. The Ember Spirit, the Tide Hunter, and Clinks just instantly clearing through his illusions inside these team fights. So he felt a little bit underwhelming as a Kira. Yes, he had a great score at the end, but It didn't feel like the best Chaos Knight game for him.
Yeah, and honestly, some of it just comes down to itemization as well, because on Hokori, you pick up triple Aeon Disc. So, like, this Chaos Knight who typically just tries to, like, one-shot these heroes with that, like, stun into Reality Rift, it doesn't end up working. And Ember
Yeah, it
Spirit,
takes a second Reality Rift.
yeah, you got to do it a second time, and by that point, Ember Spirit's out. He's popped BKB, he's got Remnants, he's gone.
Your illusions are cleared as well by
Yeah.
then.
So
yeah, if you don't initially kill that hero, then everything is just completely ruined.
Yeah, just really smart gameplay from Hokori, I think, at the end of the day. And that's going to be game 1 in this best of 3. Again, this one, unlike the first series, is an elimination game for these qualifiers. So the team that wins this will advance to the finals, which will be tomorrow. But the loser, unfortunately, will be eliminated from phase 1 and have no opportunity to make it into the playoffs for Pro Series Season 10. But we're going to go to a short break, everyone. Stay tuned for more. We'll be back with game number 2 of Infinity versus Hokori.